Welcome to the first intermission report. We're just moments away from puck drop, but so far, a very tightly contested game. 0-0 at the end of the first period, 9-8 in the shot category in favor of the Matadors. There's only been one man advantage. That was for the Gauchos 3.5 minutes into the game. Unsuccessful advantage there. Ryan Latz takes a 2-minute penalty for hooking. The Gauchos, though, having a couple of solid chances. The Matadors, one of their keys to the game was stifling the offense of the Gauchos. They've done that so far very well. A couple of key breakaways, and Tarami and Atancio both subsiding the breakaways of the Gauchos. So we'll flip sides here as the Gauchos will take the left-hand side. The Matadors will take the right-hand side. And we'll see what period 2 has to offer. A 0-0 game, tightly contested defense game. And so far, this is good. Something's got to give here in the final 40 minutes of play. We'll have puck drop for you moments here after this. So 0-0 after the first period, and we never got a were quiet, so none of that aired. But the Matadors doing a very good job with their special teams and their 200-foot game with their defense and their offense, and they're doing a very good job at stifling the offense of the Gauchos. On the flip side, their counterparts, the Santa Barbara Gauchos, own the house in the slot. They've had a couple of good slot chances. Nothing to come out with it, though. Their breakaways have been a little messy, but getting to it, and they're managing their bench well and getting really smart plays. So here we go, puck drop for the second period. Final 40 minutes underway, and the Matadors win that draw. Doan will get that one up to Gonsu, who feathers that one in down around the boards, and Sherman gives chase, able to win that one back. Getting bumped, Gonsu just patiently waiting there, able to take that one. Looking for options up at the high slot to Rami. Feathers that one back down. Sherman tries to get that one out, but frozen by the trapper of Finn Moisen. So the offensive zone draw, Sherman and Lung will take it. And puck is dropped. Sherman tries to get that one back. Hayden Day, nothing to recover that one. And here comes Kajener Love. Just going to chip that one. And a little chip and charge. Recovers that one. Quick, sharp angle shot's going to hit the side of the net, so no shot on goal. But the Gauchos recover that one. Fans on the shot is the defenseman of Conley at the point. Gets that one back up to Lung. He's going to get that one stopped away at the feet. And here come the Matadors, but that one's going to get stifled. Turami trying to hop in on the rush. 2-on-1 chance for the Gauchos, but Doan chips that one off the boards, gets that into the neutral zone. Gauchos recover, but have to drop back to make sure they don't get caught off sides. And that one gonna, I think, hit off a stick. Doan recovers, chips that one out. It's gonna stay in play, but the Matadors forechecking. Gontu into Rami. As Gontu gets pinned along the boards, able to keep possession, rims that one back up to Doan. Trying to get that one down for Warwick, but that one's gonna get stopped, and here comes, looks like a breakaway, no icing. Roberts just going to play that one and cover it. So a little bit of a risky play pays off for the Matadors as they get a stoppage and get some changes. So Lung was giving chase there, but smart play by Roberts to come out and play it. And I think that was also to Rami who was giving chase. He's been all over, hopping in on the rushes. It's been very, very good. So tomorrow, the Matadors will be taking on the USC Trojans here at the Isoplex. Game time is 5:30 right here on the Matador Sports Network. I'll be on the call along with the camera crew of the wonderful Matador Sports Network as Larson is going to chip that one in. Here comes Yang, one-on-one, makes a move, and that one's going to be stopped down and stoned by Moisen. Good stop there as Warwick plays that one along the pipes, and Madra is going to get hit along the boards. But Yang recovers that one, and he has also been playing very, very well today. Very speedy. You got to keep your eyes out for him as the blur of Yang is all over the place. Madra chips that one down. Cutler gets there first. Back over to Atancio, and Atancio long rifles that one out to Yang. Yang has the speed, 2-on-1. Passes that over to Warwick, not able to recover that one. Right back out to the slot. And Larson not able to capitalize, so the puck was bouncing all over the place. And now here comes the rush for the Gauchos as the Kazakhstanian of Mirzagaliev will try to get that one. Gets down to the corner, chipped out. Here comes Larson, 2-on-1 chance. Larson and Yang. Yang flips that one to Larson. Larson spins that one back around to Yang. Yang waits, fires, goes wide and back around the boards. And the Matadors almost get caught on a change. But back to defend is Martinez as that shot's going to hit off the board. So back and forth action. This is turning into a track meet. But what events? Well, probably the 200-meter sprint, as both of these teams are up and down the ice in a hurry. And a couple of good chances from Larson and Yang as they've had some solid ones. No score in the first. Shots after the first period were 9-8 in favor of CSUN. So here come the Matadors after winning the draw. Here comes Yusufpour. Yusufpour takes that shot, not on net. That one's going to get fired back around. Chipped in, Yusufpour still able to recover that one. Out to Davis. Davis will get that one out to, I believe that was Gomez. Not able to put the biscuit in the basket as Davis gives a little bump. And a nice move there by Martinez. No call on the tripping. Able to get that one up to Gomez and Yusufpour. Yusufpour tries to get that one ahead for, apologies, that was Yang. As he wasn't able to capitalize on that one, but Lung of the Gauchos will take that one, fire that one in, and another edge lost for the Gauchos as Yusufpour back out on the ice. Gets that one in between the wickets for Gomez. And Yusufpour gives chase. Puck not going to be tapped fully, but still behind the net. Mirzagaliev get that one up to Lung. Doan fires that one and hits off the stick. Rebound, but recovered by Moisen, and we will have an offensive zone draw to the right of the goaltender. So this period so far, the past 4 minutes and 16 seconds has been all CSUN. Don't want to give the broadcasters jinx. But the Matadors really firing some offensive zone pressure, knowing how the Gauchos play defense, taking the first period to kind of look and see where they can capitalize on, as Kajener Love not able to cleanly handle that one. And the Matadors chip that one out. Ludlow loses that one, tries to get that to Cutler, but Turami will cover that as that one goes through the skates of apologies. That was actually Muradian, but puck in the offensive zone. Giving chase, gets that one back up to Doan. Doan chips that one back down, and a little board battle there as that one goes out. And here comes Mirzagaliev. Mirzagaliev surrounded by white jerseys as that one gets feathered down back behind. And that one hits off the glass, almost hits the linesman, but the Matadors recover. As Muradian tries to find a way out of it, Still a board battle. Recovered by Tarami. Down comes Tarami, streaking in, burns a guy, tries to chip it over the shoulder, but chips it over the crossbar instead, and the Gauchos now have a counter rush of their own. Kowalek brings that one down, loses it, and Sherman's going to recover that one. Tarami almost gets a stick on that one, and here comes Gontu trying to recover that one. That one's going to get feathered in, and Jenner Love able to handle that one over by the circles. Tries to rim that one around, but Atancio gets that back out to Day. Loose puck, errant pass. That one hits off the body of Tarami, and here comes Sherman on an odd man rush for the Gauchos, and Matadors are going to get some changes. Hayden Day tries to chip that one down as the captain doing captain things, doing the dirty work, getting in there, but here comes Kowalek, one-on-one, tries to make a nice little toe drag, poked away by Cutler, and Gontu tries to chip that one up off the skate of Day, and he's going to recover that one, keep that one back up, gets that over to Atancio. Back over to the Day. Day loses an edge. Chipped out to Atancio. And now they're playing a little bit of catch here, a little bit of keep away almost. Monkey in the middle, if you will. Atancio fights off the reaching poke check of the Gaucho. Chips that one over to Day. But that one's going to get stopped and feathered down. Cutler recovers that one. No icing there. Pass out to Atancio. Tries to backhand that one up. A nice little give and go. Here comes Warwick. Warwick bouncing puck. Tries to get that one back to Yang. Loose puck. Errant. And Lueng is going to recover this one as he gets that one back out to Madra. Madra fighting off Larson and gets the shot off, but the toe of Roberts says not today. And we're still tied at 0, 7 minutes into the second period. Almost halfway through regulation. Last time these two teams met, CSUN won in overtime. That was back here at the Plex. And back in February at the end of the season, as a huge open ice collision from Yang, and I believe that was Adams, both get up unharmed. As it's a 3-on-2 chance now. Yang gets that one in. Yang drops that one back to Warwick. Warwick trying to get that one out to Larson. Nice little crouch block there from the Gauchos defense, but Larson able to recover that one. Quick shot out there from Atancio. Patted away, and Moisen recovers it. So another offensive zone draw for the Matadors. Still no shots on goal yet for the Gauchos. It's been all Matadors this period. Like we said in the intermission, something's got to give. When it comes to the whole thing of you get an inch, you take a mile, as that draws one. So that one, no offsides, able to keep that one in. Davis rims that one back down and around for Martinez, who tries to pick that one off, but Hayes covers that one, and Davis now gets bumped along, still recovers that one, and a little bit of ring around the rosy here as they keep that puck in the offensive zone. Open ice, Davis fans on the shot. Wide open shot off the backdoor one-timer. Nothing to do there, and here comes the Matadors. Gomez takes that shot, patted away, back down. Davis recovers that one, chips that one up, back up to Latz, and Latz is going to get a tip there from Davis, and Moisen not happy with the pressure that is out in front. Gets a little check from Moisen. Got to keep those in, like we said, keep those in check. The refs, you see the same refs every so often, and sometimes they have your number, so sometimes they know who is the pressure player and who you can get out early so you don't have to worry about them anymore. So Sherman takes the draw, as well as Lueng and Sherman lose that one, as that one's going to get fired all the way down, and will be a delayed icing as Martinez wins the foot race. So 11:20 left to go. No changes for either team as we get set for the offensive zone draw. We'll do it all over again. So Sherman and Lueng. Sherman victorious this time. Keeps it out in the slot. Tries to get that one to go, but stick lifted and poked away. Day covers that one off his skate. Kicks it to himself. Gontu chips that one down into the corner. Giving chase to Sherman. Both centers looking to try and win the battle for their team, but it looks like the Gauchos come away with it. And the captain has it behind the net, getting pressured by Gaunt too. He's going to chip that one up along the boards to Kajener Love on a one-on-one chats for Lotz. That shot going to go away and back down to the half wall, still kept in the defensive zone for the Matadors. So the Gauchos have a good offensive chance here, their first one, or the second one of the period. But Latz and the Matadors recover this one and get that one out of the offensive zone, so the Gauchos have to reset. Hits off his stick, and back come the Matadors. Gonsu fighting for it, gets poked away into neutral zone. Feathered down, back to the corner. Kowalik looks for options in the corner. Shot out in front, Madra. I don't think he got all of it as hits a couple of bodies. Turami recovers that one for the Matadors, chips that one out. Gonsu gives chase. A nice move there from Mirzagaliev as Madra takes the shot, and that one I think goes wide. Yang all the way up. That one will go out of play. Had Yang wide open on the half wall for the Matadors, but that's going to go into the penalty box. Officials recover, and we'll have a draw in the neutral zone. So an unfortunate break there for the Matadors. Lucky break there for the Gauchos, as it could have been a 1-0 game. So we'll get the draw. We're over halfway through here. 9:46 left to go in the second period. Couple of good chances for the Matadors. The Gauchos still looking for their first shot on goal. That one's going to hit the ref in the shin. But the Gauchos still managed to feather that one into the corner. Doan recovers there to Yang, who is going to get the forecheck started. Yang, him and his speed. Here comes Warwick. And Yang right out in front to the slot, but Yang actually recovers that one, because that one's going to get chipped up, and we're going to have a delayed icing call, and it looks like there will be no icing. Doan gets there first, loses the puck. Able to recover that one back up to Tarami. Makes a move, shakes off the defender. Shakes off two defenders there as he brings this one in coast to coast, looking for his first point as a Matador. And trying to break this game wide open, and Larson gets that one down in the corner. And right out in front, that shot. They're wide out for Larson! No goal! Just misses the line, and he shoots that one just a little too wide as we're still tied at 0 apiece. Yang recovers that one. Matadors will reset into the neutral zone. Here comes Doan. Doan shoots that one, scores! Tickles the twine right where Mama hides the cookies as he picks the top left corner. And Ryan Doan has his first goal of the season. 8:30 into the second period. So 11:22 into the second. So, I believe that was actually unassisted from Ryan Doan, but a wonderful, wonderful shot. Sniped it right top corner, and that's the shot you dream about as a kid. That's the one you work on, and this offense could get the Matadors going as they have that one back in the offensive zone. Battling along behind the net, but the Gauchos recover that one. Back down for Lung as we'll get chipped away. But Cutler recovers that one back up to Atancio. Atancio will get bumped, but still tries to make a play, gets that one to Cutler, and Cutler will recover that one after being chased by the forecheck of the Gauchos and smothered. That puck will be by the netminder between the pipes, and we'll get some fresh legs for both teams. Like we said, something's got to give, and give it did. Perfectly placed shot for Ryan Doan as he gets his first goal of the season. So out come the Matadors again. Here comes Yusufor. Breakaway. Tries to get shot. That one scores! Breakaway shot from Kevin Yusufor. And it's now a 2-0 game in favor of CSUN. And they have blown this game wide open. And a beautiful pass. That was Yusufor, I believe, from Gomez. Are they going to look at the goal? It doesn't look like they will. So Yusufor now has sole possession of points and goals in the team with 12 points, his 7th of the season. At 12-13. So goals just under a minute apart. And the Matadors have life, 16 shots, as opposed to the Gauchos 10. And you gotta wonder what was said in that room to make them explode with this offense. So in a whistle, and we'll get another draw after the puck frozen. Cutler able to take that one for the Matadors. And that one's going to get picked off by the Gauchos. Here they come. That shot's going to score! And a little flying bird celebration from Kowalek as a horrible errant pass gets picked off and sniped. And it comes a case of anything you can do, I can do better. As that goal comes 23 seconds apart. It's a 2-1 hockey game. But the Matadors still have that insurance with one. Gone two, tries to make a little toe drag after Sherman wins the draw, brings this one in, tries to find a lane through the center. Gone two recovers that one, bouncing puck at the feet, loose puck, and Madra recovers this one, 2-on-2 chance. Gonna fire that one in, and rebound, huge rebound. I don't think Roberts read that puck right as he pushes that one up to Sherman, who pushes it up today. Give and go, little pass as board battle along the penalty box area as Lung shoots that one, patted away, and shutouts for both teams are gone. So Sherman and Gontu bring this one in. Sherman, nice little pass. Gontu tries to make a move, but gets hit in open ice, and here come the Gauchos, a 3-on-2 chance. Lung comes in, errant pass, and Matadors are able to shut down that offensive zone attack. As Martinez gets that one back up for Gontu. Gontu brings this one in, tries to make a move. Nice little move. Nice little move. Oh, wide open net, and he flubs it. But a beautiful, cute move from Gontu, and all he can do is hang his head in shame. He's going to be dreaming about that one tonight as here comes Turami with the puck. That one going to be in the pads of Moisen. And what a move from Gontu as all he can do is just sit there and think about what it could have been. But what a move. Had the net wide open. I think he just overshot it. So we're still at a 2-1 game, 6:11 left to go in the second period. And the Gauchos win that draw, and get that one back up to Doan, who tries to keep that one in the zone. Nothing much ado there as Turami tries to feather that one in. No high stick, but the Gauchos recover that one as Peter Fabian tries to bring it in. Fabian from Downey, California, had 1 goal last year with the Gauchos. Played for Los Alamitos High and the Ontario Moose, 18U AAA. Tommy recovers that one, center ice. So Warwick brings this one, pass for Larson. Back down to Warwick, gets bumped along open ice, and now a breakaway here for Kowalek. He already has one, he has his second! And a tie game here as this is becoming a shootout. And both goals from Kowalek. And the assist, I believe, was from Trip Hayes, as he had a wonderful, just almost chip and charge is what it looked like. Just chipped it up, wide open shot, and picked a spot and picked it well, he did. So 14:41 into the second period. 5 minutes left, and it's an even game. So the Gauchos scoring 19 in their first 4 games. But here comes another rush. The Matadors shoot. That one's going to hit off the stick. Go wide. Davis gives chase. But Kajener Love is also going to fight back as Yusufpour brings this one through. And Gomez gets this one. Tries to chip that one through and stoned by Moisen. Off the gloves. Just trying to chip it through. With the backhand and not able to chip it. So 4:47 left to go. Matadors win that draw. Fakes the slap shot. One's going to go back down. So Davis battling along the boards. Jenner Love loses that one. Yusufpour tries to make a move. Not able. Gets that one poked away. Gomez gets that one out. Yusufpour going to dump that one in. And Davis going to give chase to it. Gets there first. Tries to rim that one back around. Adams recovers that one. Rimmed back to Jenner Love, who's going to get bumped along the boards. But Lung is going to recover that one as he tries to feather that one up. But Yusufpour, right place, right time. As he's going to bring this one in. Back pass goes errant. Lat's able to recover. Chips that one down. Pass it up front. No one there. Cutler recovers that one. Quick shot tipped. Going to hit the netting. And Yusufpour looking for the tip there. They had it. Just tipped it a little too much. Went a little errant. 16 minutes into the second. 4 minutes left to go. 24 left to go in the hockey game. At least in regulation. We could get some extra hockey here. So Sherman taking the draw. Kowalek taking the draw. Sherman wins this one back today. He's going to chip it down behind the net. Gone two. Chases right out after it. Right out in front. Lots. Slap shot. Hits off the netting. And we'll do it over again. So a good play there. Fairly solid. And Sherman's going to give instruction to his teammates on what to do in the draw. And hopefully he can come away victorious in this one. Day tries to rush in, but Rizagalia is going to chip that one up to Fischel. Fischel gets that one out to Kowalek, looking for the natural hat trick. Doesn't get it, as Gontu now will get that one poked away, but Lotz gets this one up to Gontu. Gontu has the chance to make it a tie game. No penalty there, as that one gets bumped away from him, and the Gauchos on a 3-on-2 rush. Here comes Fischel. Fischel misses the pass down along the boards, and Martinez going to chip that one out. And Madra tries to recover that one, but Sherman rushes that one up. Yusufpour recovers that one. 3-on-3 chance here as Gontu rushes in, chips that one, rims it around the boards. And the Gauchos recover that one. Tries to feather that one up. Doan able to recover that one, keep it in the offensive zone. Here comes Warwick, makes a nice little toe drag, circles around, out to the slot. Larson tries to take a shot. Going to go wide. Sorry, that was Yang who took the shot, I believe. So Turami back out there again with his defensive partner of Doan. So Yang brings this one through looking. Tries to fire that one. Hits off the mask of the goaltender. And anything you can do to save an extra goal. And someone goes down. And there's going to be some retaliation, a penalty there from Yang, and we'll see what happens. No call. Yang went down, so he's going to go sit in the bin for cross-checking. So a dumb penalty, but he went down off of looked like a cup check. No call for the Gauchos, but a call for the Matadors. And it'll be another power play for Matadors and having some word with the officials. Could get tossed here. So it'll be 2 minutes for cross-checking. He's going to tee him up. He's going to tee him up, and he's unsportsmanlike conduct, and he's going to get tossed from the game. So the Matadors are going to be without one of their best scorers for the rest of the game, one of their speediest players. So someone else will have to serve the penalty. And this was at 17:42. So Yang is done for the game as he gets teed up after John away with the official. And the Gauchos have a chance for a massive power play here. So they'll only get the 2-minute man advantage, but he's going to get teed up and most likely tossed. So the Gauchos trying to make something happen. Minute 45 left to go. Yusupor goes down. Circling back around is Mirzagaliev. Gets that one up. Playing a little bit of catch down along the boards. It's looking like a 2-1-2 setup as that shot's going to be smothered by Roberts in the chest. Minute 9 left to go in the man advantage. So the Gauchos playing a very clean game thus far. CSUN not so much, as they've taken 2 penalties that could have easily been avoided. And you saw kind of behind the play, Yang goes down, comes back up and cross-checks him right out of the gate, as that's going to be smothered by Roberts once more in the trapper. So we'll get another offensive zone draw for the Gauchos. But Yang goes down, looks like he got cup-checked, comes back up and just cross-checks one of the Gauchos players and automatically gets a penalty, as that one caroms off the stanchion, takes a funny bounce. Kowalek tries to get that one out in front, but nothing to happen there for Mirzagaliev. The Matadors looking like they're gassed out in the defensive zone, and the Gauchos really sticking to their systems, getting set up. That one can be fired, goes off the boards. Mirzagaliev gets that one back up, chipped down to Mirzagaliev. He shoots that one, scores! A costly penalty it is, as Mirzagaliev pops the bottle, and we have a completely different game here on the power play. So it was Mirzagaliev assisted by Nir Shital. At 19:11. Yang still sitting in the box. So we'll see if he is going to end up getting tossed. But it is a costly penalty. And now the Matadors are down by 1. 34 seconds left to go. It could be tied. Here comes Sherman. That one's going to get poked away. And back up. That's a huge open ice hit. And it's going to be another power play for the Matador, or for the Gauchos. And they're going to call him for interference. So CSUN goes back down for interference for 2 minutes. And a fairly, I don't want to say dirty game for the Matadors, but not the cleanest they've had. Can't stay out of the box, and it's costed them. Cost them once. We'll see if it costs them again, as the Gauchos were able to capitalize on their special teams as Shital gets that one to Mirzagaliev. We saw that connection earlier. Mirzagaliev has a sniper rifle from that spot in the ice as time expires. 10 seconds left to go. Holding on to it now. Tries to get that one out. It's going to go into the corner. Giving chase is Kajener Love. Time winding down. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. No shot taken. And time's going to expire as we go into the intermission. And a little bit of a scrum there, so Gauchos will be on a power play for the next minute, 38 seconds into the second period. They're up by 1. It's a 3-2 hockey game, 20 minutes left to go. Don't go anywhere, folks. In fact, grab the popcorn as this final 20 minutes of hockey is going to be entertaining. We'll be right back for the intermission report. Welcome back to the MSN broadcast booth. Jonas Tani alongside of our entire MSN crew, Arabella Roman and Eric Mejia. They're the ones manning the camera and the switcher, so a huge shout out to them. But we got 20 minutes of hockey left, and huge story is Ethan Yang getting slew-footed right out in center ice and then goes and retaliates. 2 minutes for cross-checking, 10 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. So his 10-minute misconduct did not start until they scored on the power play at 19:11 into the second period. So it's a 3-2 game. The Gauchos up after going down by 2. They scored 3 and answered 5 goals in the second period. First goal for CSUN was Ryan Doan, assisted by Roham Turami, so he gets his first point. Hand that man the puck as he has his first point in his first game as a Matador. Next question is, when is he going to be getting his first goal? Hopefully soon. Second goal was scored by Yusufpour, assisted by Atancio and Davis, the Rancho Cucamonga native. Cowellak scoring the next 2 for Santa Barbara. Assisting was Kajener Love on the first one and Mirzagaliev on the second. And Mirzagaliev scored the third on the power play to take the lead, assisted by Jay Lung, the captain, and Nir Shital. So definitely been an eventful game. So the Gauchos improved to 1-2 on the special teams as they're on the man advantage for the first minute 38 of this period. 17-16 are the shots. So CSUN only registering 6 shots on goal in the second. The Gauchos registering 8. Apologies, that is 8 shots on goal. So 8 shots apiece for each team. There's a reason I am a journalism major and not a math major. So side flip, Jay Lung is going to feather that one in. Little dump and chase as they try to essentially park the bus. Doan loses his stick. Cowellak looking for his third. Doan recovers his stick as that one's going to get called, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 penalty. Sherman is going to go to the bin for 2 for tripping, so 5-on-3. This is not where you'll want to be if you are the Matadors. You're already down by 1. You don't want to take another and go down to a 5-on-3 for the next minute. So the Gauchos they have a lot of time to work out this Matadors defense as they keep that one in the zone. Jenner Loves gets that down to Long. Long being pressured by Cutler. But Love back up to the point, getting changes. Gets that one back to Cowellak. Cowellak back up to Love. Love at the point, giving that one to Shital. Shital fires that one down to Cowellak at the circles, and Gauchos doing what they do best and setting up their power play. A 3-2 as that one tries to get past to the slot. That's going to hit off a Matador stick. Cutler giving chase along the boards. Back up to the point. Shital gets that one back down to Lung. Lung tries to get that one, hits off a stick, and Cowellak recovers that one back up to Love. That's going to go errant. Here comes Warwick. It's a foot race, and Love is going to get there first. So 11 seconds left to go on the two-man advantage. So the Matadors look like they can kill off this advantage. Time expires, and they do. So 1 for 3 are the Gauchos. The Matadors expire the original penalty, but Long still has that on the man advantage. Gets that back down to... They got it to Madra, back up to Long. Now a little miscommunication as that shot going to hit off the stick of Roberts and get up to the net. So Long getting pressured along the boards. Warwick picks that one up. It's going to hit off. Atancio will go offside, and we will get a stoppage of play. So the Doors killing off the first one. They got to kill off the second one as the Gauchos go to 33% on the night. On the power play, looking to make it 50. by scoring the next one. So Gomez going to take the draw. Wins that one back to Atancio, who's going to get that over to Cutler. 25 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Cutler going to clear this one all the way down to the neutral zone. Going to be picked off, and the Gauchos looking to close out this game. 17 and a half left to go. Matador's not able to get any offense. That's due to the fact that they've been on the penalty kill the entire period as Yusufpur gives chase for Adams, and penalty expired. So the Matadors back to even strength. Sherman, quick changes, and the Gauchos trying to catch him on a change. That one's going to hit off the, I believe, the inner leg of Cutler. So Adams going to shoot that one. Takes a funky bounce, loose in front, and Roberts spreads out to make sure they save that one. The Matadors going to draw a penalty, and they have their first man advantage of the game. 2 for tripping as Yusufpur goes down. So we'll see who it is on. It's on, get you the name there, Finn Conley, the defenseman, at 3:06. So Gauchos fall to 25% on the power play. And the Matadors get their first man advantage. That one going to get rimmed around. Atancio able to recover. Atancio now coming in with it at the circles. Goes halfway, goes the distance along the boards. Back out to Warwick. Gets that one back up to Larson. Off the boards to Atancio. Keeps that one in the zone. And the Matadors trying to set up their offense. Warwick, one-timer. Rifles that one, but stoned by Moisen. So that one back down, back up to Cutler. Cutler firing, scores! Aaron Cutler ties the game up on the power play, off the post and in the net. And we have a tie game with 16:20 left to go in the third period. CSUN reclaims the game as they tie it back up. Seconds, 33 seconds. So Aaron Cutler scores his second of the year, and that's going to make his father proud. His father, of course, a CSUN alum, and they played together in the alumni game, so definitely a very fun father-son moment, but the Matadors have life here. As here comes Day. Tries to get that one up to Latz, but Latz not able to cleanly recover that one. Day keeps that one in the offensive zone. 4 minutes down here in the third period. A pass for the Gauchos, going to be stick lifted, and the Matadors able to recover that one. So Sherman chips this one up. Day giving chase to Conley. Conley gets there first. And Martinez gets there as well. So a Gaucho giving chase, trying to forecheck. Strong pass out to Sherman as Sherman gets that one up to Latz. Nothing but open ice and a blue jersey. So Latz fires that one. It's going to go right into the glove of Moisen. So we got a tie game here. 15:26 left to go. Here in the third. So a couple Matadors banged up after the second period. Definitely a little bit physical. We'll see how the physicality impacts them. They're playing USC tomorrow here on the Matador Sports Network, 5:30 p.m. I will be on the call once more, along with our entire MSN staff. So Tarami going to take that one off the inside of the shin and block it, but Kowalik. That one to Adams. No offsides there. Nice little move, and that one is going to be stopped by Roberts, so they will save that one. So Kowalek. I'm saying his name the entire night except for that one time. Rami chips that one up in a little board battle along. Ludlow trying to chip this one through. Back out to Tarami. That one up to Davis, but loses possession of it. Hits off the boards. Tarami recovers this one. Nice little move. Tries to take that one in. Gonna flicked away, but still recovers possession. Chips that one all the way in, down to the other side of the boards. No icing. Adams recovers that one. Picked off by Ludlow, but not able to cleanly keep possession. As the Gauchos clear that one out. Atancio gets that one up to Davis. Davis is going to chip that one through. Back up to Warwick. Gets hit along the boards. And the Gauchos now. Where's Zagaliev? Loses that one as Yusufpour just touches it up to Warwick. Warwick takes the shot. Loose right out in front. Larson not able to capitalize on the open net. Rebound. Toncio blocks that one, and Larson able to recover that one. Right over to Yusufpour. Hits a body of, I believe that was Fischel, who it hit off of to stop the shot. So 3-3. Matadors trying to catch the Gauchos on a change. Larson dumped that one in. Yusufpour gonna battle Mirzagaliev along the boards. Chips that one up. The Matadors still able to retain possession of it. And Larson going to do that once more. Yusufpour chases it down. Matadors actually will regain possession. They will not. It gets chipped away by Love. Love's going to get cut off and pinched by Larson, but still able to keep with it as Lug comes up with that one. Looking for options, trying to fire that one out to the slot. But Atancio stones him and shuts down his idea as that one's going to get down. Hits off the boards. Warwick's going to beat the icing, so no icing. He plays for this one. Tries to get that one out in front, but loses it. So the Matadors playing this one back to their own zone. Atancio out to Cutler, back up to Day. Hayden Day tries to chip that one forward. Cheadle gets this one through, chipping away at it with the sticks. Nice little kick to himself by Sherman. Tries to flick that one up, gonna hit off the beam, and a nice catch for the first out of the inning after a fly out to Atancio. So 12:35 left in the third. We're tied at 3 apiece. 20-17 are the shots. And like we said, it's been the special teams that have affected both sides. That one going to be won by the Matadors, but Chital going to get that right out front for Kowalek. Stoned by Roberts. Loose out in front. Sherman gets that one, chips that one off the net, out of play, and we'll have another defensive zone draw for the Matadors. 12:23 left to go in the third period. So both teams get changes. So Martinez now battling with it for behind the net. Back up to Latz, who gets that one over to Davis. Davis gets this one up to Ludlow. Ludlow looks to bring this one in and is going to get hit along the boards. Back down and around, back up to Madra. Doors able to keep it in thanks to Latz and his skates. Gomez gets that one through. Back up and around, behind the net. Ludlow making a little move, able to keep possession, but chipped away along the boards from the Gauchos. Kowalek up to Madra, up to Cheadle. Cheadle looking to center it, but Martinez hits that off the skate. Out centering, right out in front. Kowalek has a pair already, looking for his third. Bounce right out in front. Heedle stoned by the handle or the shaft of the stick of Roberts, in a messy slot out there, as that one could have been dangerous for the Matadors. It was dangerous for the Matadors. Could have gotten worse as Kowalek pushes that one down, tries to get that centering pass out to Madra. Cute idea, not able to execute it. Passed a little too far. Heedle not able to recover that one. He had a wide open shot there. Back up, no offsides, able to keep that one in and rims that one around for his counterpart of Kowalek. Battling now for Latz. Matadors try to recover it. Gauchos retain possession, but Ludlow gets there, pushes that one up along the boards for Martinez. Fans through that one, gonna hit the skate of Davis and catch the Matadors on the change. Gauchos come in, shot goes wide, rebound right out in front, loose, and the shot saved by Roberts. How did he get a pad on that? As a wonderful save there. Stoning Mirzagaliev looked like he had a wide open net. And a last desperation save for Roberts, as he was able to get a pad on it, save it, and still tied at 3 apiece. So Ethan Yang, as pointed out by my lovely girlfriend sitting right next to me, served his 10-minute misconduct, actually chips that one over to Warwick. Larson trying to make a play on that one, but Doan chips that one in, back out to Lung. Lung brings this one through as Yang will recover that one at center ice. Chips this into the offensive zone, makes a couple of moves, able to retain possession, dumps that to Larson, as Larson will lose possession of it. And the Gauchos now, errant pass for Doan. They keep that in the zone for the Matadors, and solid chance here for them as they look to set something up. As Warwick gets that one back down to Yang. Yang gonna pass that one behind him to, I believe that is Day. But that will go out of the zone. Back to Doan, back to Tarami, who's gonna dump that one in. All Matadors have cleared. So no offsides. And a 2-on-2 chance. Atancio back as he's looking to chip that one. Tries to get that one out, and that one will stay. And a little bit of a hot mic moment there, so we hope that one didn't get caught on the mic, but Warwick definitely not happy with that. It looked to be something behind the play that the officials missed, I think, and a couple of the Matadors were not happy with that one, but a defensive zone draw we have. We're halfway through the third. As that quick shot there is going to get patted away. I didn't even see the shot happen. Atancio, there's that one for Sherman. Sherman able to keep that one through. Looks to fight his way through traffic. He doesn't, so here comes Kowalek. Loses it. Atancio just staying his ground, sticking there, not pushing up. Doesn't want to lose his position. Is gone two, is trying to get this one through. Love will actually shoot that one back. Kowalek getting chased. Connolly gets that one up to Adams. Adams gonna feather this one back to Kowalek. Back out, that shot gonna get patted away. Rebound right out in front. Saved, and the Matadors 3-on-2 chance. Sherman, Day, Atancio. Sherman gets that one over to Atancio, and it's gonna get poke checked away. No hurry there from the defenseman, and now it's another rush for Adams. That one's gonna get fired over the head of the netminder, but Yusufpour able to recover that one. Is a 1-on-2 chance, and he gets stoned by the blue jersey. That's all he saw in front of him was blue, and Cutler's gonna rim that one back around for Yusufpour. Looks for his options, gets that one up to Ludlow. Sherman goes off for Gomez, but Ludlow shoots that one. It's gonna hit off the netting, and we will have an offensive zone draw for the Matadors. 8 minutes, 6 seconds left to go in the third period. We're tied at 3 apiece. Shots are 20-21 in favor of the Gauchos. So that one's gonna score! That one sneaks through, taking a book out of, or page out of the UCLA book. Quick shot, and I think that was Yusufpour giving him the flying celly. And he's loving it, so a little bit of team rivalry now. Yusufpour now has 7 goals for the season. Apologies, 8. That's a second goal of the night. Coming in at 11:57. It's 4-3 CSUN. as Turami bringing this one through. Feathers that one's down. Back on and around. That shot! Rifle scores! Get him the puck! Rohan Turami, first career collegiate goal, fires that one and gives the Matadors an insurance marker. Gauchos take the timeout, but give the kid the puck as he is relieved. First career goal for Rohan Turami, 2 points in his first game, 1 goal, 1 assist. And it's a timeout for the Gauchos as they fall to 5-3. This gives us some time to catch our breath as those goals were separated by 16 seconds. So CSUN scoring 3 unanswered. So Turami gets his first career goal. We've got a new puck and a new game here as the Doors have scored 3 unanswered. And Turami trying to get that one back. And Lat's able to recover that one. The Gauchos pressing a little bit harder. You can see it. They want this more after being demoted to D3. Larson's going to take that one. He's going to get stoned by Moisen. So Gauchos go down to D3, but they've been playing the Doors strong. Gonna get some changes here. No, we are not. So 7.5 left to go in the third. So that puck is gonna get cleared down. No, there will be an icing. So 7:22 left to go in the third. Matadors with a 2-goal lead. So Turami is going to get that one up to Yang. Yang right down in front for Warwick, but pass goes a little errant. Latz lost his stick. Gauchos try to catch him on a change. They don't. Yang gets his back check in time, gets that one out to Warwick, and the Warwick-Yang connection is strong with the force. As that one right out in front, and that one will be smothered down. Moisen is down, and we got some pushing and shoving in front of the net. Getting a little chippy, no penalties. But a scrum that the referees have to break up. So 6:30 left to go. Offensive zone draw for the Matadors. They're 1 for 1 on the special teams thus far. So a couple of line changes. Mirzagaliev will get replaced by Conley. Sherman will take the draw. Back over to Atancio. Atancio fires that one, patted away. And Trapper down by Moisen, who will freeze at 6.5 left to go. 26-21 in shots in favor of the Matadors. No changes for either team, so we will get set. Matadors going to battle along the boards. Gontus wins that one, gets that one back out for Atancio. Fans on the shot. And a strong pass there, errant for Madra, because Doan will recover that one. Sherman fires that one, goes wide, rims all the way back out to center ice for Atancio. And you got to think, when are they going to park the bus? Here comes Hayden Day. Obviously, they're trying to score as much as they can, but they're coming off a 2-game skid, and you're facing USC tomorrow. You don't want to chance any injuries. Right on front, got two. Shouldered away by Moisen. A turnover from the Gauchos. Almost repaid the favor from their first goal that Kowalek scored off of the turnover from Warwick in the offensive zone. And that one's going to go offside. So delayed offside, none anymore. Gontu giving chase for Adams. Going to chip that one through. Gontu, the victor in that slight little board battle. That one right out front. Sherman scores! It's 6-3 Matadors. 4 straight from them as Gontu wins the board battle. Fires that one over to Sherman, who just gets enough on it to slide it through the wickets between the pipes. And the Matadors have doubled the Gauchos. $14:37 is the goal. And the Matadors now looking to kind of tack onto that. Moisen tries to come out, play the puck. Ludlow gets there first, back into the corner. Back out for Gontu. Gontu looking. Tries to chip that one through. But it's going to stay on the offensive zone. And the Gauchos now pressing hard as Kowalek tries to take it himself. Atancio shuts him down, but Loong covers that one along the boards. Almost gets poke-checked away. Nice move there, but Atancio gets that one back to Ludlow, who's going to feather that one back up to Gomez. And Yusufpour giving chase along the boards. Little board battle there. Puck comes loose as Hital recovers that one. Stick lifted, not able to go. As the Gauchos looking for any sort of offense within the next 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Back out, that shot gonna hit a body. I think that hit Gomez off of his leg. Hital brings this one, Yusufpour tries to poke check away. Kowalek shoots, is gonna go into the trapper of Robertson, a little late windmill move, flashing him the leather. So it's a 6-3 game, 4:15 left, in a game where the Matadors were trailing and had a 5-on-3 disadvantage for 1:01 in the third period to start it off. The first 4 or 5 minutes of the period were all Gauchos, with the Matadors now guns blazing. Here comes Ethan Yang, makes the move, deflects Kowalek. Now all he has to do is get past Lung. Gets past Lung, burns the defender with his speed. Gets past Hital with his speed. Centering pass, no one there. A little too late for Warwick as Lung will back pass that one to Conley, who gets chased by Yang, back up to Kowalek. Kowalek now also getting chased by Yang. So Yang and Warwick both forechecking. Larson able to clear that one back into the offensive zone. 3.5 left to go for the Matadors to get another victory here, as that one's going to hit off the netting. So 3.5 here. The Matadors would improve to 3, 5, and 3 in the year. The Gauchos would fall to 0-4 and 0. So definitely something that you not want to happen. So puck rifled around the boards as Tarami gets this one, that one back up to Sherman, who will lose possession of it, but Sherman able to recover that one. That one gonna get fired and hit off the netting once more. 3:13 left to go in the third. Folks, we are officially in Saturday territory. It is 12:21 Saturday morning, so the Matadors play hockey today against UCLA at 5:30 p.m. here at the Isoflex, so a quick turnaround for them as they battle along the boards. So Turami looking for options, trying to get that one out. Gaunt 2 will fire that one through, centering pass, Cutler quickly fires off the boards and back out in front to the slot. Sherman now fighting and battling as one Matador goes down. Hayden Day loses his stick, gets back up. Cutler shoots loose right out in front. Day trying to score there, or trying to regain possession, not able to get there. As here comes Modric, gets that one poked away by Turami. Sherman fights off Love, but Love able to regain possession. As we get through there, tripping and net off the moorings in a little bit of a scrap. Here's Gaunt 2 and Love are getting into it. They break up themselves. Think they were both stuck. Some drawing going on. Changes are made. No one sent off. And Jenner Love getting a call out from one of the Matadors. But you don't want to make a dumb decision and get suspended for next game, as that one is going to get blocked. And now it's getting a little trippy here as Yusufpour gets this one out to Gomez. Gomez trying to get that one to Ludlow, but poke check away as Atancio rifles that one, rims it around. Yusufpour will get there first as he will get stopped, but puck still in the offensive zone. Gauchos recover, clear that one down. Ludlow will get that one back up to Latz to Atancio. Atancio rifles that one through, back out to Yusufpour, makes a move, fires through, gonna go wide. Back up to Doan at the point, the shot from the point, tipped, loose right up front, saved. A great save, great valiant effort. Last chance there to slide over a wide open net there and stones him with 90 seconds left to go. So that was really pouring it on here in shots. They were at 17 going into the third period. They're now at 31 shots on goal. As loose puck still goes to the Matadors as Ryan Doan loses an edge, but still able to protect the puck and get that over to Yang. And a screen set by Larson. Taking all elements of sports with basketball season just starting, the World Series starting, Blue Jays and Dodgers as their game was played. Don't know the final score of that game quite yet. Hockey's the most universal sport. 1 minute left to go for regulation. As the Matadors look to add this victory to the record books. Uraham Turami definitely giving him a night to remember. So Ethan Yang now coming, centering pass out for Warwick. That one will go errant. 38 seconds left to go for the Gauchos. Kind of just want to put this one in your back pocket, and a lot of good learning opportunities against this Matador squad, but you played them well, you played them hard. First two periods were great. The third, Matadors just got the best of them. As here comes Atancio, streaking through, shot, that one's gonna go wide. I believe it went high, actually. As we're gonna have a penalty, or not penalty there, they're separating them. And we might have penalties. We are going to. We're going to have coincidental minors between Yang and Fabian. So 6-4. So Ethan Yang goes back to the sin bin once more. 4-on-4 hockey for the next 14. So 14.7 left to go. Sherman wins the draw. Turami tries to keep that one, as he's just holding out for them, and that's going to expire the time. So the Matadors take the victory against the Gauchos. They will win 6-3. They improve to 3-5-3. The Gauchos fall to 0-4-2. We thank you everyone for watching, for wherever you may be. This has been Jonas Tawney signing off from the Matador Sports Network. I want to remind you guys that all games airing on the MSN and Matador Sports Network may not be retransmitted or used without the express written consent of the MSN. So from Jonas Tawney and our entire crew, saying good night from Simi Valley Isoplex, where the final score is the UCSB Gauchos 3, your CSUN Matadors with 6. So long, everybody, and have a good evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 5:30 for CSUN versus USC.